and start up. Good evening. Welcome to Tuesday evening's Motion is the Lotion. Tuesday is moving night. Thought we were having a bit of a technical issue there because it didn't come on straight away. I thought we were going to have to log out and log back in again, but thankfully it's come online. Hope you're all well. Hope you've enjoyed cooler weather. Okay, a bit wetter weather. But I think they warned, looking at the weather forecast, that we're going to be heading into some more humid weather and heat going forward. So, for those of you who don't know, my name's Andy. I will be delivering this class and working alongside you tonight. This class is brought to you by Keithley Healthy Living and its Wellbeing at Home program, and also Rethinking Pain, where we do rethink about pain, okay, or we think about pain and the different strategies in coping with that, and moving is one of those strategies, along with a lot of other strategies that Rethinking Pain offer. So tonight you're going to be going through a series of movements as usual for those that join us on a regular basis. For those of you that don't, just to let you know, you will be, after we've done a quick warm-up, you'll be doing a series of movements for a minute based around wherever you are. I'm in a kitchen, so the whole idea is we've got to do these at home, but it's also essential while we are at home that we make sure that we've got something nice and sturdy to lean on. Like I've got a worktop, I've got some nice sturdy chairs, I've got a table, I've got an arch that I can slide down with my back up against it, which is one of the exercises we have in the past used fridge freezers and walls, but there's not a lot of wall space in here. And for the sake of moving the laptop, the arch at the bit behind me suffices for what we need to do. So make sure you've got sensible shoes on, comfortable clothing, you've got some water if you need it, okay, and that you've got access to get to some fresh air. The whole program is based around you, okay. If you need to stop, you stop, okay. I can't see you anyway, but that's what we do out in the community. If you need to stop, you need to stop, okay. So and the whole idea about moving and the movement along with pain is about pacing the activity, as you'll see hopefully as we go through these sessions tonight. As always, I'm going to have a quick look. If you have joined us tonight, please put on a hand, give me a wave, give me a comment. I'm just going to have a little look. We've got one viewer but no comments yet, okay, and we are 3 minutes in, okay. So we've normally got people that have commented. If the person is watching, have you commented? No, yeah. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Mandy, for commenting. We've now got 2 viewers. A viewer number 2, if you'd like to reveal yourself, not literally, but to me, please, a hand. It'd be good to know who's joining us online. Okay, so we're going to start with a warm-up. I'm going to take my glasses off. We can do the warm-up in the chair. We can do the warm-up stood up, okay. I'm going to do it stood up this evening. If you want to stay seated, you can do all of the warm-up exercises in a chair. There is one that we will do that's in the chair, which is stretching the backs of the legs. I think that's about the 3rd or 4th warm-up exercise, okay. But we are going to get started. So I'm going to move this chair out of the way. I'm going to try and block out the sun beaming through. So if I put my frame in the way, and maybe, just maybe, you can maybe see me just a tad better. Okay, and all you're going to do is just walk with your feet, just nice and easy. Get your arms going. And again, just nice and steady movements. I'm going to push out in front. Be working probably till about 7:45 tonight. So a little, like I said, a good warm up. 2 rounds of movement exercises, or movements, exercises, whatever people choose to call them. Bringing those arms back into the sides and resting, those hands keeping those feet going. And as you'll see, I'm going to move back now. Our first stretch, I've got a unit, I've got a table, so I'm going to elevate my foot and I'm just going to rotate my ankle joint. So I can stand on the one leg and do the movement and the warming up of that ankle joint. Okay, and then what I can do is I put that on the floor, I can move to the table. Fingers on the table. You can balance, if you can balance on one leg and do this, fantastic. I'm just showing the furniture, fixed or not, is really good to be able to hold you in position to do whatever said or given exercise or movement we're about to perform. Okay, we're going to bob those feet back on the floor and we're off again. And we've got those arms going. And we're going to give it a push. And we're going to come back into down by the sides. Rest the hands, keep the feet going, and we're going to slow that to a stop. I'm going to come in a little bit closer. Okay, I'm going to put my hands down the side, and all I'm going to do is going to go over and stretch. Not leaning over, stretching this side by dropping at the other side. Up I come, over I go. So again, I'm just holding the stretch, focusing on my breathing, my posture. Okay, and up we come. And if I can show you from this side as I go over. Okay, not trying to go over and get as far down your leg as possible, that's how we'll hurt our back. And back up we come, and over we go. And we're going to come up. We've got one more stretch on this side. Hold that position, and we're going to come up, and we're going to go over. So again, if you sat in the chair, you're just sliding down or just stretching and reaching over the side of the chair. Okay, using that upper body. Okay, I'm going to face you guys again now, and I'm off again. We are going to be sat down for the next stretching exercise. Arms are going. Pushing out in front. And arms are coming back into the sides. And we're going to drop the hands, keep the feet going. And we're going to slow that to a stop. Okay, I'm going to probably just come in and touch. I hope you can all see me there, but we're going to go sitting forward in the chair, one leg out, and I'm going to lean over and feel the stretch down the back of the outstretched leg, sort of locking the knee, so I've got a nice straight leg. I can feel that stretch down the back of that leg. Once we feel it easing off, we swap to the other side. Feel that stretch. And we're going to sit ourselves up again, and over we go. Again, feeling the tightness of the stretch. Again, as it eases off, okay, and you want to go a bit further, leaning that body over or pulling that toe towards you enhances the stretch. We're going to sit up, and we're changing. Going over, pulling the toe up, and get to feel the stretch. Touch more, and we're coming up, and we've got our final stretch on this side. Again, holding. And we're going to come up again, and over we go. Again, just holding that position, focus on your breathing. And again, one of the things I forgot to say is just try and keep the head up. Don't tuck the head in, restricts the airway. Okay, so keep that head up. And we're going to come out of that stretch. I'm going to get back on my feet and we're off, moving those feet and those arms again. And we're going to be pushing out in front. Again, I'll turn a little sideways so you can see. Okay, and the arms are coming back into the sides. And I'm going to drop the hands, keep the feet going. And I'm going to turn to face you guys and slow that down for a second. We're going to need a little bit of room for this. Okay, so the hands go across. Okay, and all we're going to do is rotate out, hold the stretch, and come back in and rotate out, giving yourself enough clearance not to catch anything, knock anything off the units, wherever it is you're working from. Back we come, out we go. And back in and out. And focus on that breathing. Again, good stretch this, like this one. Move that round. Okay, bring it back in and your final turn. And we're coming back in and we're off again. I'm just going to drop the screen down. Keep those legs going. Okay, just touch it down a bit so you can get my feet in. Arms going. And good pushes out in front. And you're going to bring it back into the sides. And we're dropping those hands down, keeping those feet going. The ice cream van going past. Okay, we're running out for a 99. Let's slow that to a stop. Okay, again, using the worktop, the unit, the table. Okay, I'm just going to go and do a heel and a toe. Flexing. Up we go, down. And we're going to change to the other foot. And again, don't have to, you can stand quite naturally and do that. But again, depending on how you feel, if you've got these things around you, they're there to use, okay? And we're going to go back into moving the feet and the arms. Little pushes out in front. Again, arms up at shoulder height if you can, if not, okay, a little bit lower if you're struggling in that position. Just keep that going. Okay, bringing the arms back in to down by the sides of them, just letting them hang, keeping the feet going. And we're going to slow that to a stop. And I'm going to come in a little bit closer. You're going to be looking, and you're mirroring me on this one, guys. Okay, so looking straight ahead. Okay, mirroring me. Look over your shoulder. And slowly come back to the centre, going up to the ceiling. And coming back to look straight ahead and going out to the opposite side. And coming back into centre, dropping that chin down to the chest. And coming back to looking straight ahead. Okay, again, mirroring me. And back we come, and we're going to go all the way across this time. And we're coming back, and we're dropping our chin down to our chest. Then this time we're going to come back to the centre, we're going to go straight up the ceiling. And back to looking straight ahead. Okay, again mirroring. and back we come, up we go, and down we come, and out we go at the side. Back to looking straight ahead, dropping that chin down to your chest, and then just from that position, just rotate the head round as best you can. When you got back to where you started, go back round the way you came, and then just give it some big rolls with the shoulders and some big rolls back, and that is our warm up done. I'm going to drag the chair in. Okay. And I'm going to come in, I'm going to go through the movements that we're going to be doing in the order that we're going to be doing in, and an explanation for maybe why we have to change a few, just down to equipment, space for walking, no steppers. Without moving the laptop, I'd have to disappear at the bottom of the steps. But let's just see, who have we got here? Nadine, Neil and Anne, good evening. You're making one in because you're missing next week. And hello Carol, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. So thank you for saying hello, thank you for joining us. Don't switch me off this week, anybody either. Okay, who was it that said they switched me off last week? Carol. Could be wrong there. Okay, but maybe not. Okay, so tonight we are going to start with sit to stand. We're going to do some side bends. Okay, that's just a filler in because we've no steppers to go down. We're going to stand on one leg. We're going to do some squats. Okay, we are going to do my mum and Nadine's favourite, which is the leg alphabet. Or you can do either the letters or you can do numbers. You can do shapes as well, okay, but that's where we isolate the leg and work from the hip. Okay, I'm going to change that because we're not going to do 2 hip exercises in a row. Okay, so we are going to do the wall slide. We're going to do some lower back strengthening, and again that can be done seated or stood up. Okay, that's obviously the stood up version. Everybody on here that's done this before knows exactly how to do that sat down or stood up. Okay, we are going to then do hip out. We'll go and do hip back. We'll do a little bit of additional endurance on the hip. So we'll go from hip out to hip back. Okay, so we'll really put the hip through a couple of minutes of, well, a minute each, 30 seconds on each side of decent intensity. Okay, and again, if you feel like you need to stop, again, as I said, you just stop the activity. Okay, I've got that wrong. Should have put that one down, and then obviously we'll finish off. Not that anybody could have guessed that one, but with arching that back. So we've got 60 seconds. You've got 16 seconds in between each movement. If you need to move anything around, I'll have a chair or two to move. So it just gives you that little bit of breathing time to be able to sort yourself out if you've not got a lot of space. Okay, so we're going to start. I'm going to prop my phone up so I can see what's going on. Okay, the timer's started. I'm going to take my glasses off, and we're sitting and standing.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so I'm going to go down into the chair, sit back and rest my back. I'm getting out of the chair, and I'm slowly going down, legs touching, bottom into the chair, back against the back of the chair, sitting safely. Okay, learning how to sit safely rather than dropping into that chair and potentially having it topple backwards. You topple off the edge of it.
Mark.
Go. Okay, they're not designed for you to drop into from a great height. Okay, let's keep that going. Controlling that movement again, pacing the activity, pacing the movement, slowly down, into, seated and back. Up I come.
3,
Squeeze one in.
2, 1. Rest.
Okay, what are we doing next? We're doing side bends. Okay, so I can come in a little bit close again.
Mark.
Excuse me, a little bit of space here. Arms down the side to start with.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Reaching and holding. And up we come. And over we go again. Again, just holding that stretch. Back up we come. And again, focusing on your breathing. Try not to, as you stretch over, hold your breath. Try and keep that breathing nice and simple.
Mark.
Okay, halfway through. And again, just reaching over. Back down we come. And over we go. And back we come. And back over. We've got 10 seconds left. I'll squeeze one more stretch in, I think.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Rest.
And we're resting there, folks. Okay, we are going to stand on one leg. So again, got the work top. I'm going to move back a little bit.
Mark.
Okay, so I think you can just about see me. I'm
3,
going to hold
2,
for 10 seconds.
1.
So I'm going to bring
Go.
my knee up, stand on one leg, concentrate. If I've got a wobble on, I've got things at the side of me that I can hold myself. Okay, that's me to change. You don't have to go for 10 seconds. Some people hold it for 30. Okay, if you can, fantastic, and change it to halfway. But again, to keep this nice and simple, try for every 6 or 7 seconds, 8 seconds, depending
Mark.
on how those hips feel. Okay, we've got 2 more to do. And again, I'm having to concentrate a little bit here. Okay, 10 seconds left. Again, focus on
3,
your breathing.
2, 1. Rest.
Okay, nice, easy little break of this one. I'm going to turn to the sides. Let's get this sorted out a touch.
Mark.
Okay, so my hands are on my hips.
3, 2, 1.
Okay,
Go.
I'm squatting down. I'm coming back up. Slowly down I go. And back up I come. Down, lowering slowly. Controlling. Working those movements.
Mark.
And back up. So we've just gone past the halfway stage. And up we come. And down we go. And back up. Just had an interesting thought, Anne. Okay, who are you talking to now then? While we're doing these exercises. Are you talking to Neil?
3,
Just made
2,
me giggle at today.
1.
Okay, we're
Rest.
resting there. But I'll have Carol Carey doing it as well tomorrow. So I'm jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. We're doing the leg alphabet this time.
3,
So we're sitting forward,
2, 1.
the legs
Go.
going out, lock the knee. I'm going to draw my numbers. 2, 3, 4. We've got the 5th one coming up. Number 6. Trying to time it. So I can, if I get to 10, doesn't really matter, I can rest. 9, squeeze in the circle. Okay.
Mark.
Opposite leg. Again, focusing on, I try and focus a little bit more on the detail of what I'm doing. Okay. Trying to be precise, really working the hip, the endurance of the hip. It's my 9.
3,
And
2,
there goes
1.
my nice
Rest.
circle. Okay, we're going to do wall slides. I'm going to move the chair. Okay, so
Mark.
this time, if you can see me, back against the wall,
3,
whatever
2,
it is.
1.
My hands on hips,
Go.
sliding down, pushing back up. Okay, you've got the friction between yourself and the surface. Okay, depends what you're wearing as well. Sometimes you can slide up quite easy. Okay, back up. And sometimes you can't. Sometimes, like I can feel the pull here of my G
Mark.
on the surface. I'm sliding up on. Okay, we've just gone past what we're on. No, we're way past, sorry. Okay, we're coming up to 10 seconds left. Okay, slowly going down. Back nice and flat against the wall.
3, 2,
Okay.
1.
I'm resting there,
Rest.
well done. Okay, lower back strengthening. So this time,
Mark.
put my hands down my sides. Okay, and all I'm going to do is
3,
bend over.
2, 1.
Try and look through
Go.
my legs. So keeping my hands nice and light in line. And back up I come. And over I go. Up we come. Over we go. Again,
Mark.
focusing on that breathing. Controlling those movements. Well done. Back up we come. Maybe get one more in. Well, I'm going to try to.
3, 2, 1.
Okay,
Rest.
and we've done there. Okay, so bit of endurance for the hip now. So we're going to start with hip out.
Mark.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to stand against
3,
the table.
2,
No, I'm going to stand
1.
here.
Go.
And I'm going to go out and back. And I know you can't see my feet. Well, I don't think you can, because I can't. Okay, but I'm not putting my foot to the floor. Okay, I'm going to stand up against the unit. Try and keep that straight. Now, if you need to, if the endurance is a little bit too much, then you can put the foot
Mark.
to the floor. I'm just going to drop the screen down, see if I can show you a bit better. Okay, as I come to here, going out to the side, I'm trying not to put my foot down. But if the endurance becomes unendurable, if that is a word, okay, I can come back, I can rest, then I can go.
3,
I can come and rest.
2, 1.
Okay, so hip
Rest.
out, straight into hip back. Okay. So again, from here,
Mark.
leaning into the table.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Back I go. And again, I'm taking my toe to my heel. And creating more endurance and more work through whilst kicking the unit. Okay, if I'm moving a bit closer, myself a little bit more clearance.
Mark.
And then we're changing to the other leg. Again, nice and controlled. Focusing on the breathing, working through the endurance, thinking about the benefits of keeping moving.
3, 2,
and resting there,
1.
folks.
Rest.
Okay. Okay,
Mark.
hands on your hips. I think you can just
3,
see me.
2, 1.
There we are.
Go.
Arching. And then we're coming forward. Over we go. And back into upright. Over. And back to upright. Over. Again. Focus on those movements.
Mark.
Over you go. And back up. And arching. Back we come. Over we go. Up we come. And arching again. So we've got a bit of a break coming up.
3, 2,
Okay, we'll stop
1.
that there. Well done,
Done.
folks. Okay, we'll come into the lap, into the screen. Okay, I hope you all managed that okay. Okay, so we're going to do a set of backs, maybe with a couple of filler inners. Okay, let's have a look. Anyone else? No, just you four. We've gone to 3 viewers now. Who's disappeared? Who's left me? Anyway, not to worry. Okay. Well done, folks. Okay, because it is again. Once it's a muggy night, I thought it was quite cold, but the wind's died down, and so if you've got any windows open, or doors open where I am, there's not a breath there at the moment, and I'm up at Rose. So, right, we've got one more set to do. Okay, so I'm going to reset our timer. Okay, and if you stay with me, okay, I'm going to just put everything together again. Okay, I think we can manage. We're going to repeat a few. Okay, mainly the man in the white shirt is who we're going to do, so the back exercises are probably the ones that we're going to repeat. And when we come to I think we've got, let's have a look. Well, I'll go through them in a second, okay? But there will be one movement where I'll give you your float your boat option to do one that really works for you, okay? But we'll come on to that as I go through these. So we've got the harder sit to stand, okay? So we start in the standing up position and we just lower ourselves down till our shorts, our clothing touch the seat, and we come back up. So we're not actually taking the weight off there. We're going to repeat the side bends. We're going to do some rotations. And we're going to do some pelvis rotations. I'm just going to move that actually. So let me just slide that in there. We're not going to do pelvis rotations. We're going to do lower back strengthening. We're going to do some push-ups against the wall or a table. We're going to do some lower back strengthening. We're then going to do some pelvis rotations. Okay, when we get to hip out, okay, your choice is to do an exercise of your choice. Okay, so you can either do that one, or if you've got something that floats your boat, you can float your boat. Okay, we're going to do upper body strengthening, and we're going to finish off with the arching of the back. Okay, who's left me still? I'm assuming Denise, so the conversation that we've had today was who son is going to go watch Leeds United play, somebody in Dublin and somebody in Stockholm. Well, I found the Stockholm fixture was, I think, against Man United, I think, and Denise has kindly said hello by saying it's Milan in in Northern Ireland, I'm guessing, or Dublin, I think you said, didn't you? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you'll be delighted to correct me if I'm wrong. But thank you for that. Obviously, the Archers has finished. So thank you for joining us. Right. Glasses are coming off. The timer's going to start. We've got 9 seconds. Okay, we're going to be sitting and standing, so you need to be in that stood up position. Or you can repeat the one we did earlier. Grab the chair.
3, 2, 1,
Okay.
go.
And I'm going down. Shorts are touching, and I'm back up. There we go. Again, controlled. This is a test if you're doing the one where we don't take the weight off. And I'm focusing on my breathing and the precision
Mark.
in my movement. Okay, just gone past the 30-second mark. There we go. Again, focusing on that breathing, and up we come. And down.
3,
Oh,
2,
maybe not going to
one.
get there that time.
Rest.
Okay, we're going to do some side bends, so I'm going to come in a little bit.
Mark.
We'll wait for the minute to start.
3, 2, 1.
It's important,
Go.
is that rest in between. Okay, just get yourself that bit of composure. Grab yourself that little bit of air. Or that little sip of water. Again, just nice and easy. Stretching to your capabilities. And up.
Mark.
And up we come again. And over we go. Okay, 10 seconds coming up, guys. And up. And over.
3, 2,
Okay, and we're going to
1.
rest there, guys.
Rest.
Okay, rotation. So as we did in the warm up, okay, arms across the chest. You need that little bit of space for clearance. Okay.
3,
Hold the
2,
stretch
1.
for as long as you want.
Go.
So out I go. I'm holding for 3, 2, 1, and I'm coming back in. And out I go. And in my head, I'm counting 3, 2, 1. So you count. I'm going to stop counting now. I'm just going to hold. Okay. And again. Good movements. Don't whiz round.
Mark.
Just go around nice and slow. Again, we're still doing everything as controlled as we can. And back. And then we come.
Three, 2, 1.
Okay,
Rest.
we're resting there, folks. Okay, we're going to do lower back strengthening. So I'm going to sit down for this one. I'm going to do the easier version, but the harder one to do again in a little bit.
3,
Okay, so I think you can
2,
see me. Hands are
1.
there. All I'm going to do,
Go.
keep my hands down the outside of my leg. And back up. And over. Again, controlled and as precise as we can. Okay, coming up to the halfway mark.
Mark.
And then back up. and slowly up we come. 10 seconds to go. And up.
3, 2,
And we're going to rest
1.
there, guys.
Rest.
Okay, we have got a push up. So I'm going to use the worktop here. Okay, you can use the wall.
Mark.
I've used the fridge freezer before, but there's a load of fridge magnets on it and I don't knock them off.
3, 2,
Okay, so we're in that position.
1. Go.
I'm just going to lower myself and push back. Again, you don't have to stand as far off as me. Your arms will be a lot higher up than mine, unless you're doing exactly the same as me. Okay, so I'm lowering,
Mark.
controlling that weight, and then driving away. Controlling on the way down, and driving. Down again under control, drive away. And we're back.
3, 2,
And we're going to rest
1.
there, well done folks.
Rest.
Okay, I'm going to change, I'm going to do pelvis rotations, so we've just done lower back movements. So
Mark.
we're going to do pelvis rotations next, and then we'll do the stood up
3,
lower back.
2, 1.
So we're rotating,
Go.
randomly changing direction, okay? You don't have to count 5 and do 5 on the other side, you can change whenever the mood takes you. Okay, round we go. Anyway, Denise, let's talk about geography. You told us we were playing a Spanish side. Now, I think Milan
Mark.
is in Italy. So no wonder we didn't get it. If you'd have said Italy and it began with a M, we might have got Milan. Okay, but we went through Madrid. We even said, I think I said Mias, Mallorca. Oh dear, geography. I don't know. Rotating around, nearly coming to the
3,
last few
2,
seconds.
1.
Now there's
Rest.
one for the funnies at the end of the season. Okay, stood up. I'll just drop the screen down.
Mark.
Okay,
3,
in this position.
2, 1.
And
Go.
we're doing what we did through the legs. If you can. If you can't, you get down as far as you can. You are still stretching and strengthening your lower back. Everybody's movements and flexibilities are different. On we go. But we've all got to breathe and try and breathe consistently, so control that breathing.
Mark.
And up. Okay, and over we go. And up. Okay, over. Well done, guys. Keep that going.
3,
Okay,
2,
we're stopping there.
1. Rest.
Okay, so this is the float your boat one. Okay, I'm going to do the arm alphabet.
Mark.
Okay, so I'm going to stand up and I'll pop the screen up. This is where you can do what you want. So I'm
3,
going to stand.
2, 1.
I'm going to draw
Go.
the numbers. I'm going to do numbers. 1, 2. Draw my 3. And I'm into 4. Again, I'm focusing on neat and tidiness. At the time, squeeze the 9th one in, then a circle, and I'll
Mark.
finish you guys for the next one. Down I go. Again, focusing on your breathing. My figure of 8. Straight into my 9. And with 3 seconds
3,
to go.
2, 1.
Draw.
Rest.
That's 0. Okay, so ski Sunday position. Elbows up to
Mark.
the ceiling, squeezing the shoulder blades. Okay, we'll just do the shoulder blades. We won't do the
3,
hips and the knees.
2,
Okay.
1.
Go
Go.
up and back down. Okay, the starting position is important for this one, so you can feel that. Okay, if you can keep that position, fabulous. If not, you can stand up and you can come out of it. I'm going to try and go all the way through and down.
Mark.
Okay, keep that going. Really squeezing those shoulder blades. Focusing on that breathing.
3, 2,
Okay, gently coming
1.
out of that.
Rest.
And then we're going to lean backwards. Okay, so
Mark.
everybody,
3,
this is the last one,
2,
guys. So we're going to
1.
arch.
Go.
And we're going to come forwards. We're going to go over. We're going to come up and arch. And up we come. Over we go. And back up. And up we come.
Mark.
And back up. Okay, we're arching well. Okay, we've gone past the halfway mark, so we're on the home straight now. Arch that back. And up we come. Over we go.
3, 2, 1. Done.
We're resting there, folks. That is your 2 sets of movements done tonight. Well done. Thank you for staying with me. Let's have a look. Any more comments? Any comments, Denise, on the geography issue is what I want to know. Yeah, yes, in Dublin, but Milan is in Italy. You said Spain. No wonder we couldn't get it right. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me tonight again. Okay, I can say I've enjoyed your company. Not that I can see you, but it's lovely that you actually put text on and talk about some of the things that we've talked about maybe in the day, because it gives me the opportunity to shoot you down if you've got it wrong, doesn't it, Denise? So listen, enjoy the rest of your evening, get yourself a drink. If you really want to put yourself to sleep, I think England have probably just about kicked off. I'm going to go and watch some paint dry at B&M's because I'm decorating Olivia's bedroom, so I am literally going to go and watch paint or choose some paint with her. So have a fantastic evening, whatever it is you're doing. Neil and Anna have a lovely time away. Hope you have a great time. And for everybody else, I will see you, Carol, tomorrow morning. Nadine, I'll see you on Thursday. And Denise, hopefully, we'll see you soon. If not next Tuesday. Okay. Enjoy your evening. Thanks for joining me. Take care. See you soon. Bye now.